Yo,
Hey y'all, hey.
what's up?
Woo, Jesus. The way I just ran, Lord.
Hey, it's a family reunion. We getting together. We making it happen, y'all.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody, good afternoon.
Woo. Happy Independence Day, y'all.
Happy,
And all that
Happy,
good stuff.
happy Juneteenth Junior, everybody.
Juneteenth Junior.
Juneteenth Junior. Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go for it. Juneteenth Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. What's up?
Oh, Lord. Listen, guys. So
Hi.
I just did a major run. I'm gonna have to let y'all know some things real
Okay,
quick.
let me know.
So, I got this neighbor across the street, guys, and he's weird to me. He weirds me all the way out. So
Oh,
as I'm preparing to hop on this show and everything, I'm like, is that my doorbell ringing?
what? A
Is
doorbell
somebody knocking?
on the door?
So I run downstairs and lo and behold, it's the neighbor from across the street. Talking about some, would you like a plate? Sir,
No, thank
no,
you.
I don't want nothing from. No, wait a minute. He said, "Would you like to come over and get a plate?" Now, if y'all knew the history between my conversations with this neighbor, y'all would
Yeah.
know why I feel like if I were to have gone over to get a plate, I probably never would have returned.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
Exactly.
I don't, the way I feel right now, because I sure could use a plate. If somebody came and asked me if I want a plate, I probably just had to take it.
No, you don't want that plate, sir.
Don't
Not
want
that
that
one.
plate. Don't want that
I
plate.
mean, I want a
He
plate.
said, come over. He said, pull up. Pull up.
Wow. I don't think he
He been
went.
trying. I think this was his way. He thought today's the day.
Today is the day. Cause you know I've only seen him. Okay, so he sits in a window in his apartment and he looks at me. My mom said, you know, he might have binoculars or whatever, but he watches me outside of his window. So today is the first day that I've actually seen him, one in broad daylight and two outside. And you done came over to my house and knocked on my door. I'm not here for it, not at all. So that's that. That's how my 4th of July is going. Um, yeah. All right.
Well, my
Nice.
fourth is going good. As y'all can see, I'm eating. I have a plate. If y'all was here, y'all could definitely have a plate. Um,
Yeah,
and
I'll take one of your plates.
yes. Um, I've been saying happy Juneteenth Junior to everybody. We get it. We know what 4th of July. It really wasn't for people that look like me and you. We get it. Okay, all the woke people. We got it. But
Okay.
we also understand we get a day off. Most of us do. And we also get to, congregate with our favorite family members and eat some good food. So that's what I'm focusing on doing and how
Well,
I'm going
then
to celebrate.
I'm totally losing. In a lot of ways. One, I don't get the day off. I have to be at work tomorrow. Hallelujah. But I love my job, so that's okay. Two, I'm in Pennsylvania all by my lonesome. So I don't even get to congregate with family members. Three,
Oh,
I am it's okay because yeah, it's okay.
teeny.
And three, I am not so super pro black. So I'm still out here on my happy 4th of July. And but I am mad because they was lighting fireworks in my neighborhood yesterday and the dogs were barking like crazy. But I did get a free fireworks show by just looking at my bedroom window. So I guess that was a plus. I didn't have to go nowhere.
Nice.
I know. I was like, okay, let me turn off my bedroom light so I can get it completely. So I turned off my lights, opened my blinds, and just enjoyed the show.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, stuff. So
Um,
if you're watching, let us know in the comments how your 4th of July is going today or your Juneteenth Junior.
my mine is going just kind of regular because um And I could be doing more. I live out of DC now, so I could go downtown. I'm sure they got like 19,000 fireworks shows, but they also kind of got 19 million problems too. So I really don't want to go to downtown DC to do nothing. So I just been chilling. I got my drink and my two step. I just made me a nice, refreshing thing that I'm calling a cucumber. Was a cranberry cucumber mule, Moscow mule.
Okay.
It's refreshing, it's tasty, and it's nutritious because I use low calorie cranberry juice.
Okay, that
But
sounds
All right,
very
we'll go with that.
refreshing.
well, yeah, then I messed it up with the ginger beer. The ginger beer that I had to put in. I don't like diet ginger beer.
I don't like ginger beer. Period.
Ginger beer is so dope because you can like inhale it and it just gets all of your throat and just like it's a whole different thing from ginger ale. I'm telling you that.
Are we still talking about ginger beer?
Yeah, but,
I
hey,
know
listen.
we got excited because it's some stuff that never.
But I used some cucumber vodka one, and then I sliced up some cucumbers in it. I didn't want to buy the cucumbers. I had to have my girl buy the cucumbers because men can't buy cucumbers. That's a man law. Because when you pick them up, you got to pick them up like this. You're not supposed to be walking around the store with no fruit in your hand like this.
The shenanigans never fail to make their way to the show.
That's
Hello,
right.
everybody. It's the Independent Podcast. I'm your girl, Brittany B.
I'm the Shady Teas.
I'm DJ Mo Hype.
And y'all, we got a fantastic show for you all today. We are being joined by Big KME, a hip hop artist out of Indianapolis. Yes, we need to get like some sound effects and stuff.
We do. We need an applause.
I know.
Right. We need all of that. And we're going to touch base with him and see what's going on. I'm sure, because it's been some stuff, junk, and things happening in the news. So I'm so sure that the Shady Teas got some stuff for y'all.
Lord have mercy. Jesus.
Indeed.
And
too much.
We're going to go to Sunday school again with DJ Mo Hype. But for right now, we're going to get into the single called No Evil from Big KME. And when we come back, we'll be joined with the man himself. We'll be right back. Y'all stay right there. Don't go nowhere.
Every day with the instinct that I'm going to dominate this day. You know, I said every day. You feel me? Just like non-stop grinding. You feel me? We don't stop grinding. Energy entertainment. We coming up. I feel no evil. I feel no evil, only myself and God. Death is normalized in my city, so I'm clutching on this ride. See fake smiles on the daily, acquisitions of a baby. Trying to keep his head on, but his girl keep on trying to play him. And I ain't got no patience to deal with my temptations. Got focus on my grind, just started a label. I'm emotionally draining. What will it take for you to save me? All in his headphones, he ain't thinking right. Thoughts about his love life and how he can never get it right. Making love songs about your love, hoping we get it right. Smoking on strong, get him in his zone and none of pain inside. And it's hard when you so damn scarred. The smallest things will hurt you. Family will try to dirt you. Friends, they start to go. Feelings start to unfold, but I'm focused on the mission. I guess this part of the road. I feel no evil, only myself and God. Death is normalized in my city, so I'm clutching on this ride. See big smiles on the daily, acquisitions of a baby. Trying to keep his head on, but his girl keep on trying to play him. And I ain't got no patience to deal with my temptations. Got focus on my grind, just started a label. I'm emotionally draining. What will it take for you to save me? Scared to be alone, stepping until I'm gone. Say my name in a bar, I guarantee it cost your soul. Number riding on the bus, cause it was my only way home. If you can't fit inside my shoes, then you can't judge me off my wrongs. This for the ones who stay down, even though a nigga ain't on yet. It's a long way to the top, and I won't stop till I'm on it. A lot of soldiers die young, and death I can never face it. All these thoughts in my head, spinning back, trying to provoke. And it's hard when you so damn scarred. The smallest things will hurt you. Family will try to dirt you. Friends, they start to go. Feelings start to unfold, but I'm focused on the mission. I guess this part of the road. I feel no evil, only myself and God. This was normalized my city, so I'm clutching on this ride. See fake smiles on the daily, acquisitions of a baby. Trying to keep his head on, but his girl keep on trying to play him. And I ain't got no patience to deal with my temptations. Gotta focus on my grind. We just started a label, I'm emotionally draining. What will it take for you to save me?
Yes, that was No Evil by Big KME out of Nap with some dope stuff. And we're about to be joined by the man himself, Mr. Big KME. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That joint was rather dope. Yes, it was.
Appreciate you.
Yes, it was.
It's an older song.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
So what was the inspiration behind No Evil?
Really, it was just around that time. The song was made October 2020. Around the time I was just going through a lot. It was a lot of killings, a lot of stuff around me that not necessarily that was happening with me, but a lot of stuff around me that was going on that I was just aware of. So like I just would just observe the things and just write about it instead of talking about it. Sometimes it's best to observe and listen than to speak. We got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. I learned that from my homie Vaughn. I ain't gonna lie.
You better minister to me today. Boy, I needed that one line was for me and me only today. So thank you for that. I liked how you flipped love in the title around and titled it No Evil and coupled that with the actual concept of the video itself. Because like you said, last year in 2020, and things haven't changed much, unfortunately, in Indianapolis.
At all. It's crazy.
But there was a lot going on this time last year in Indy. And I think that the song did encompass, a lot of people's feelings and tackled a lot of the issues that were going on. And it's not just Indy. Right now, it seems like the country as a whole is in a violent disarray. I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, people need hugs or something out here because there's a lot of stuff going on a little bit of everywhere. It was just a shooting the night before last. I want to say it was Saturday night. Either Friday or Saturday, it was a shooting at a club in Louisville. And luckily, nobody died or anything, but it's stuff happening everywhere. So that's a dope song. And thank you for that, by the way.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Hype, you are muted.
Yeah, I saw my mouth. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for recognizing my mouth was moving. But no, that is the kind of stuff that we need, man, because so often we don't get that kind of inspiration in desperate times like this and rough times like this. So we need somebody to bring out something other than WAP and twerk and all the stuff that does nothing for the culture.
Now wait a minute, WAP does something for the culture now.
WAP did something for the culture. I don't know how positive it was, but I mean, I guess it was positively nasty, but it was good. I mean, but we need more than that. We need more than that. That's all I'm saying.
WAP is no fuck the police. This doesn't compare.
There you go. There you go. It's not going to change any policies.
Now, with that, KME, do you think that it is the responsibility of an artist to touch on social issues and make the community more aware or challenge the community to think differently?
It's I say it's just personal preference. I mean, because honestly, it just depends on the type of artist you are. Like, you can be an artist such as like you got your Kendricks, your J. Cole's, where that's the type of art they perceive. So like what they spit out has to reflect on them. So if you're not in the community and helping, like we're not believing anything you're saying. Other artists such as like you got your hip hop artists that only speak violence and things like that. I mean, for them, I feel like it's preferable. Like they don't have to. They don't. That's that's not their image, so they don't have to perceive that image. Um, Me necessarily, yeah. I mean, I have a couple things coming out. Like I'm planning some back to school jobs, things like that. But as a whole, I feel like you should be back in your community. You should speak on issues, social justice. I feel like you should, like, cause I don't know, but then you also have like the media, so it's like they view you as just an artist, so maybe your opinion doesn't matter to them. So I mean, it goes hand in hand. It's
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see some of that. However, I do believe that in desperate times, I mean, hell, even Easy E jumped on We All in the Same Gang back in the day, and he started gangster rap,
for sure.
So, but he still got on that track when things just got totally out of hand. We was in the middle of Rodney King and everything that was going on back then. He still got on that track, to make a statement, and I do applaud artists. I've said this a couple times. I love Lil Baby because as much ratchetness as he talks about, he did come through during the middle of the pandemic with that one song, um, Black or White, that really, kind of resonated and spoke to everything that was going on. Now he's back to doing the same stuff. But no, because his new singles with Kirk Franklin, that dude is like,
He's
I'm like,
versatile.
yeah, he's very versatile.
He's
I give it
versatile.
up to that dude. He is very versatile.
Not
But
Kurt
my
Seaon Franklin.
yeah, but my whole point being though, I don't feel like people should shut artists down because yes, you're right. The media will attempt to say you're an artist, you shut up. I mean, they've done that to athletes. They've told LeBron James, man, sit down and shut up and dribble a ball.
That's right.
Dude, I got more to say than just dribbling balls. I'm a person.
Right. That's right.
Absolutely. But what's ironic is these are the same people that the media will call on when they want their own agenda pushed.
Mm,
Because when it became time for the election and things, the first
mm,
person that was called was LeBron. Can you come and say that you support this candidate or that candidate when it
right.
came time for them wanting the vaccine to be pushed?
Mm,
That's the first people they called on. They called on the entertainers and the athletes. Can
mm,
you make a video showing you getting the, vaccination and all this, that, and the other? So
It's
it
mm,
just really
because
depends sometimes.
we had the ear of the youth. Like a lot of I've recognized it, even though I've only been making music for a year. So April was my year mark. So even though I've only been making it for a short time, I can see the attention we have from the youth. So like
mm,
artists and entertainers, I'm speaking on videographers, photographers, any artist, and you do anything in a creative form, even podcasts. We have the eye of the youth because they're always watching us. Your
mm.
audience on YouTube is mostly you got kids and teenagers, really, yeah, our generation. So like that's your audience. That's who you're feeding into. So they know that the government knows that, everybody knows that. So that's why they look to basketball players and they look to athletes and artists and creators, things of that nature, because they know if we don't say nothing, who's going to influence us? We're not watching the news. We're on Instagram. We on Twitter. We on TikTok. We're not
Mhm.
watching the news. We're not waking up and putting on Fox 59. We're not riding down the street listening to the radio. So you feel me? That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
That's so true though. Because like you said, a lot of um late teenagers, early 20 year olds who actually have the opportunity to do a lot of molding of what occurs in the nation as a whole. Because a lot of people don't realize that. Like even with like brands and stuff, they don't brand to um the parents. They don't brand to the adults. They
Hmm.
center their branding on the children because that's where, even though the adults have the money, it's the children who's pushing the dollars.
Right.
So that's where they brand to. And like I said, politicians, the media as a whole understands, how that works. And they do use entertainers and athletes to target, that age group where they are on social
Hmm.
media.
It's just about
in
you
that.
as an entertainer or a creative. Do you have moral values to say no? Like that's the only thing I feel about. Like, do you have do you have it in you to go past a dollar sign and stand on what you believe in? And you
Yeah,
can see it's not in a lot of people, but it's in a certain few. Like you got your collective of artists that's coming up, and it's a lot of them in the industry like that have big names that are stepping up and going against it. So I won't completely discredit the whole industry, but it's 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 people that you know.
yeah, that's a valid point because there are some people who are stepping up and they're not taking that check, just to say,
Yeah,
something that they don't believe in. How do you sleep at night when you do that?
I
You know
Right.
mean,
what I'm saying? So, for some money, it's just money.
Absolutely. Now you said that you hit your year mark in April. So happy anniversary
thank
Yeah,
with
that's
your
what's up,
brand.
man.
you.
Now, how exactly did you get started in music?
um, I never started music for me. If we're being honest, I mean, I've always been into music since I was younger. I've been in like marching band, pep band, like any band you could think of, I was in it. I played the flute when I was younger, and I started playing the flute because of my brother. Honestly, I seen him in band, and he was doing percussion. He was a snare drummer. I was just like, man, I want to do that. Like, I want to be in there, but the rhythm doing that was too hard for me. I've always been a melody person, so I learned how to play the flute, and then I just grasped on the other things. And how I necessarily got started was because my homie Vaughn wanted to rap for real. Like he had a talent, like a voice. Like me, I always see greatness in others. So I seen the greatness in him and what he could do. So in order for him to do it, he said I had to do it. So once I did it and I got the reaction I got from it, it just push me to do it more. And then I realized like this has been my escape from everybody for years. So like
Mm,
this gotta be it.
Man, that's nice.
That
That's
is
nice.
super dope. You're a good friend too, because I don't know about some of my friends. Well, I can't say that either because
I just feel like if your friends are not around to push you, why are they around? Like
that's woo you you
Man,
bet
you got some
you
gems,
better
bro.
bring
You
your
like you wise before your time, cuz man.
Yeah, that's true.
thank you.
better bring yourself to the independent podcast preaching today.
I'm
See, it's
Man.
trying.
Sunday and hallelujah and thank you, Jesus.
Right.
Because he came up here with his sermon today.
It's
Oh my
offering
goodness.
time. It's offering
Right. Pass
time.
the plate. Don't put no chicken bones in it, nothing. We want the kind that folds, not the kind that jingles, all that good stuff that they
Just hit,
say.
just hit that cash app. Hit that cash
It's
app.
that
He said
cash.
send it to the cash app.
But no, seriously though, that's actually how I had gotten my start here. Because I had friends that were super duper talented and they were needing some type of voice to speak for them. So I initially started in management and then migrated on, and now here we are on this nice, lovely podcast.
It's so
Um,
lovely. It's so nice and lovely. Mm, feels
Absolutely.
warm.
It feels warm.
It gives me the fuzzies.
It does it. Y'all are so silly. So outside of what you experience, whether it's directly or indirectly, what else influences your music?
Besides what, like I said, the perspective of others, I've I'm a sit back and listener. Like only when I'm with my friends or my people do I ever like really talk. And that's when I really just feed the knowledge that I have to them and they sit back and listen. But honestly, I just listen to everybody. So like I could be I could be talking to somebody like a lot of old heads at work. A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of the young people like my age and know, 20, 18, they'll know. If you have an old head at work, that man will talk to you about life stories that you never will even ask, right? It's up to you. Are you gonna listen to these life stories, right? Or are you not?
Mm,
So I just listen. And a lot of
man,
times you'll see where their mistakes are in their life. They're basically telling you how to live. how I avoid what I'm doing. Like I'm here, I've been here for 20 years. Don't be me. That's basically what they're saying. And
Right.
it's just hearing other people's opinions and then just everything I've gone through on my own. That's just honestly everything that inspires my lyrics and my passion.
How old are you?
I'm 20. I just turned 20 in
Oh
June.
my
Shout out to
gosh.
Geminis.
Wow.
Gemini.
Shout out to the Geminis.
It's
Happy birthday.
it's so many people your age who have the same opportunities and decide to do their own thing. I mean, it's not uncommon to be a young person and be like, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go do my own thing. And then they end up making mistakes. What do you think makes you different from all these other, especially young men, young Black men? What do you think makes you different from them as far as you being willing to be open and absorbing information from the OGs?
It's really because I was a grandma's baby. So like
Okay.
I
All
was
right.
always at grandma's house. So whatever grandma said, you feel me? It was just I was listening to. So that's really it. Like I was around OGs, so that's all the information I got fed.
Okay. All right. That's good. You ahead of the game for sure.
I was about to say he
Definitely.
come from some good stock because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he out here with his maturity on and handing it out. And that's really dope too for you to be on a platform with, of course, as you can see, we're all older than you. We can all be your parent. And for you to be comfortable still teaching
I
in the
don't like
midst
the word
of
comfortable.
grown people. Oh, okay.
I don't like the word comfortable. We're never comfortable. Why are you ever comfortable? I mean, you have to adapt to every situation you're in. So even if I came on, I could probably tell I came over here with the shakies and nervousness, but why am I shaking? Why am I can't control what the viewers think about me. Like I can only be me. So
That's
it's
right.
like I at a point in time you got again, shout out Vaughn because we had a long conversation last night. But he basically told me, well, you can't think in the future too much because what are you doing now? Like everything you're doing now affects your future. So like
True
you
that.
really can only think about your past and now. Like what are you doing now and in your past to really shape you to get to your future? Don't put too much thought into it, honestly. Like
Nice.
but we're never comfortable. Like in any situation we're never comfortable. We don't wake up comfortable. Like it just doesn't happen. We have to adapt every day.
Ooh. All right, well, you better keep schooling me today. It's like you decided to come right down my avenue. It's like I'm
Nah, you just threw a trigger word and I had to react.
Man, that's what's up.
Now today for me has been a loaded day. The whole situation with my neighbor popping up asking me if I want to play, like
That's
that was.
adapting though.
Listen, the adaptation in that situation is very real because I might have to go find Polly Pistol and get that together. But yeah, my day has been full of a whole lot of stuff, and without you even knowing it, you have touched on every aspect of what I've had going on today. So I want to thank you for that.
That's crazy.
Because the dopeness is so real. Give our listeners your social media so that they can follow you, follow your music, and all that good stuff.
You can follow me on Instagram at KME_TV. I'm on Facebook. Right now I only have my regular Facebook. So it's Kareem Moran. I am in the process of making a artist page. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And Twitter is Big KME_TV.
Okay, y'all be sure
that's the
to
only
follow
stuff.
this young man. His music is dope. He's super dope. And he's actually going to sit in with us for the rest of the show. And I am so looking forward to seeing what type of input he has on the issues that Miss Shady Teas has lined up for us because it's going to get real around here. But for
it's gonna be really real. And I'm not even gonna touch on the fact he just said his name was Kareem Moran, but I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize that's who that was, but that's okay. We good. Didn't nobody tell me. That's all right.
You must know Pops.
Yeah, we kind of all know your dad. But we're going to get into the Da Vinci Code. I'm excited to hear this joint as well. And when we return, we'll be kicking it with the Shady Teas. We'll be right back.
One day. Big KME, remember the name.
TC Productions, it's a shooter's shoot.
Like my style, yeah, I'm different. Don't turn me down for a minute.
Six.
Like my style, yeah, I'm different. Don't turn me down for a little. Get to the bag, the niggas started switching. You kept in your ass, that ain't how you living. Purple in the club, blurring the vision. From silent Da Vinci Code. Popping out with my own fuck designer clothes. Used to fuck with that nigga, he changed roles. Yeah. I can tough for a bitch, man, these niggas so spin a block, I'm just waiting for shit to blow. I can tell my shorty I gotta go, I got money to make, I can't go back broke. All these demons inside, gotta let them go. Got a part on my part, I can't let it show. Niggas hit on my ground, gotta let them know. Can't me be the best on the fucking globe. I don't like to conversate, get a high and I'm buying no dinner dates. Smoking gas got me cooling in outer space. Liquid bitch ate the dick at the after place. To my brody, he next, he just gotta wait. But that jewelry you rockin' is hella fake. Don't got ops, I got niggas who envious. Start a label and this is the genesis. Got my weight up, nigga haters, nigga done made it this far. Clutching guns, don't think it's for fun, I just can't let a nigga make me a bar. But your mood just don't take it too far, cause that's what I'm pissed off spar. I won't say no names on God, my niggas on them after dark. I came from rags to riches, started from the bottom, had to get it. Young nigga on a mission, I ain't the finest things. I take off a diamond ring, ice out watch, looks in the hills at the top. I take off a demon, it's a job, and you know we can't stop. KME in young nigga, the brand and the label going far. Came from rags to riches, 22nd niggas vicious, niggas flexing for a minute. Back to back, yeah, I'm drizzy, zooming off on all these niggas, yeah. Came from rags to riches, 22nd niggas vicious, niggas flexing for a minute. Back to back, yeah, I'm drizzy, zooming off on all these niggas, yeah. Like my style, yeah, I'm different. Don't turn me down for a little, get to the bag, the niggas started switching. You kept in your ass, that ain't how you living. Purple in the club, blurring the vision. From silent Da Vinci Code, popping out with my own fuck designer clothes. Used to fuck with that nigga, he changed roles. Like my style, yeah, I'm different. Don't turn me down for a little. Get to the bag, the niggas started switching. You kept in your ass, that ain't how you living. Purple in the club, blurring the vision. From silent Da Vinci Code, popping out with my own fuck designer clothes. Used to fuck with that nigga, he changed roles. Vinci Code, yeah. Used to fuck with that nigga, he changed roles. Fell for a bitch, man, nigga so spin the block, I'm just waiting for shit to blow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shout out Fredo. Shout out Wop. Shout out the bros. Yeah. Yeah.
It was me over here enjoying the bop at the end.
Bopping out, man. Bopping out. I'm with that. Yeah, I like that joint right there. I like that joint. I'm real mad at y'all though, not telling me who this was. Now I'm looking at the video. I'm like, man, this dude look just like DJ Remy. What the hell's going on around here?
I didn't know it was my responsibility to tell you who this man's people was.
I mean, you know, it's all the family, man. It's all New Beat Radio. Shout out, y'all. But it's all
Brittany B's like, I didn't know. I didn't get the memo.
I mean, I knew, I knew, but I didn't know it was my responsibility to, share the wealth or whatever.
It's all good though, man, because you your own dude, man. You coming into your stuff, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Man, keep doing big things. I'm loving it.
Absolutely.
Just to our viewers real quick. So his dad, because I know, it's like, what in the world is going on here?
What are they
So
talking
his
about?
dad his dad is a DJ in Indianapolis, and he also was one of the hosts on the New Beat Radio platform. I can't think of the name of the show. God, Slab Time.
Slab time.
Yes, Slab Time.
Big
So
note,
shout out.
delicious.
So shout out to
Did somebody
them.
else fall?
First, wait a minute. Before we get into her segment, can we talk about the fact that every time we go on break and come back,
It's a new room. Right. I try, keep it jazzy for you. Keep you on your toes.
traveling around the house?
It's like I got black girl magic. You know what I'm saying? It's like poof, a new room.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Anyway, hello. My name is the Shady Teas, where we talk about what's going on in the world, from politics to sports to entertainment, and we basically do some self-reflection, give our own take on what we may do in the situation. So today, what I want to talk about, when you probably have heard it in the news, and I apologize if I say her name incorrectly, because I want to say Shakari. That's how I want to pronounce her name. Is that right?
That's
That's
right.
right.
Is that right? Okay.
When you got apostrophes in your name and accent marks, don't expect nobody to know your name.
What? That's not
People
right
mess
now.
up my name all the time. I mean, he got a point. People mess up my name all the time, and it's just regular. Like it is no G in my last name, and people say Morgan or I get Moran. Like, how do you? I mean, so he got a point.
Well, Shakari, if you don't know, she is an athlete. She was running. She's in the Olympics, trying to get to the Olympics, but she is an athlete, has contract signed, all that. So she's a big deal. And she is 21 years old. And she recently was in a race. She won the race. And the next thing I knew, or I was seeing, was that they have found marijuana in her system, weed in her system. Now, I don't know everything about this Olympics, but I'm sure in the process you're getting tested constantly, randomly, and that has to be something that all the athletes know it's going to happen. Also, I know that she recently lost her mother. She actually had lost her mother, and then she was in this race that she won. But with the thing is that she broke the rules, and she was suspended for 30 days. Now, she wasn't suspended from the entire process. She still has other races that she can participate in and run in. It was just this 30-day suspension in this one race that she ran. So many people have been weighing in. Some people are saying, she broke the rules. You break the rules, that's it. There's no, sorry, your mother passed, all that. We apologize, but you broke the rules. She did smoke cannabis in a state where it is legal, but the fact is that you signed a contract not to take any type of substances, regardless if it's legal in one state and not the other. This contract is not just for one state, it's for wherever you go. So one of the people who have chimed in is Alexandria Cortez. She is a Democratic New York representative. And her take on it is that she's saying that this is racist. The fact that she was basically given the 30 days. She said that it's racist because cannabis should not be illegal anyway. And one of the reasons why cannabis is illegal was partly directed toward people who were African American. So this is her take on it. She's saying it's racist in the first place. Why should she be, penalized for something that is legal here and not there? So tell me, you guys, what do you think? First, do you think rules are rules? The 30 days is good, or the 30 days was too much for her to be suspended?
Well, for me, rules are rules. It's just like you go. She's working a job, y'all. The fact that she's a track star, that's her job. That's what she does for a living. And just like any job that you get, they have rules and regulations. Some jobs test for, illegal substances, even if you're in a state where they're not illegal anymore. They still test for drugs. Some states don't. She just so happens, or some jobs don't. She just so happens has a job that does. Part of the reason why they test athletes is not necessarily because of marijuana, but a lot of athletes use steroids. So that's the purpose of the actual testing, to make sure that these athletes are not using steroids. But in the midst of, they still do test for illegal drugs. Now, I understand that a lot of people feel however they feel about cannabis, and a lot of people are saying, well, it's legal in some states, it's illegal in others. The big hoopla is because her testing positive is preventing her from being able to race in the Olympics. And what a lot of people don't understand is, despite what's going on stateside, or despite what goes on in the US of A, Biden nor anybody else can make rules as they pertain to the Olympics, because the Olympics is a worldwide situation. And it's not because of Tokyo, because a lot of people are blaming Tokyo. The Olympics, once again, is a worldwide situation. And you have to follow rules. And the rules, just like at state level, are also not the same at federal level. They also are not the same at a global level. She knew the rules. This is her contract. And she even said it herself. She knew what she was doing. Regardless of the reason, you still disobeyed the rules, because going back to, the reason why people do things, if somebody were to go and break into a bank and rob their joint just because they about to lose their house, they still broke, the law.
And let me be clear, she still has the possibility of going to the Olympics as of right now today.
Based
She
on
was
her,
just banned for 30 days, 30-day
she was
suspension.
right. She's on a 30-day suspension, but per her personal tweet, she's not doing the Olympics this year. She'll see y'all next year.
Right, that's what she's saying. But I'm just saying the Olympics is not saying she's banned from the Olympics. That's what she's tweeting out. The only thing that has came out is that has this 30-day suspension.
Right. She does
Because
have
she's still able to run. There's a 100-meter dash that she's still, as of right now today, eligible to run in, and more likely she would win that. So I know what she's tweeting, but I'm just saying the Olympics haven't came out and said that she can't come. Yeah, that's just what she's tweeting so far. By tomorrow when this airs, something else could be happening.
Yeah,
but as
absolutely.
of right now, it's only the 30-day suspension from the Olympics.
And a lot of people were in the uproar before the 30-day suspension even came about, because because the 30-day suspension, like that's minor in comparison to what it could have been.
True. That's true.
Listen, first of all, I don't even think she should be under no suspension. You know what I'm saying? It's just weed, okay? I'm a proponent of weed. I don't even smoke weed. I hate weed smoke, but I'm a baker, so I'm in it for the economic factor that'll help my pockets. Anyway, the fact that because she actually did this because she found out that her mother died because of a reporter. A reporter rolled up on her. Let's say TMZ rolled up on her like, "Hey, how you feel about your mama dying?" She like, "What? My mama died? That's natural. I think that's just gonna happen. I'm sorry, that's just gonna happen." So the fact that she did that was an emotional response. That's not the way things would have rolled out under normal circumstances. So I don't think they should fault her for having that response to finding out that your mother died. Like and especially find out your mother died on an interview. So some random unknown person just rose up on you like, "Hey, your mama died." What? I didn't know that.
Right.
That's enough to send you over the edge, I think. So I think she should be allowed a moment, to react the way that she needed to react. And her reaction was, "I'm going to hook up with Snoop, and we about to smoke out."
Yeah. And also, I just want to say, how many times do we always follow the rules in our own life? Every time, every situation, even when we know the rules and guidelines, do we always follow them? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
I do.
However,
No, but
However, we know you don't. However, there are consequences and repercussions to everything that you do. So
Absolutely.
whether you follow the rules or not, if you get caught up, then you just caught up and you got to deal with said consequences.
but everything is
And I want to say she's taking
circumstantial.
ownership for it. She's not blaming anybody. She went. She
Yeah.
did she did an interview on today, and she
Mhm.
owned up to it. And all that. You know what I'm saying? Um, my question though is, as far as what AOC was saying, do you think that this is racist? The 30-day suspension.
No,
Do you equate that to racism also?
We're gonna let KME go ahead and chime in.
no, it's not racism. I mean, I don't find it racist,
Uh,
honestly. Yeah, I don't find it racist, honestly. I mean, it's to me, I would say the situation. Um,
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Shady Teas. Go ahead.
no, you good. I would say the situation is not racist. It's just circumstantial. Like, um, she was put in a circumstance of I have to find a way to cope. Like you said, it's repercussions and consequences to everything. Now, in this personal circumstance, do I feel like she deserves a suspension? No. I mean, she, like I said, she has a job, and her job is to talk to the media too. So in her job, she has
Mm,
to talk to the media. So she can't shun off the media. So like the reporter has a right to answer to ask that question. But
yeah.
should they is what it is. So honestly, I'm putting the blame on the media. I'm not putting it on the Olympics. I'm not putting it on her. I'm putting the blame on the media because it's also with even what you said earlier in the show when you said they told LeBron to shut up and dribble. What stance does the media have to say that? Like everything that happens, even in the industry league, even in hip hop, everything that happens is because the media feeds it. Is
Mm,
it could be a positive impact or a negative impact. It doesn't matter. So it's not racism. It's not the use of marijuana. I mean, you can't. I would say the use of marijuana shouldn't even be brought up here. I mean, honestly, because it doesn't enhance your performance. I know that. I'm a user. I mean, I know that it don't enhance your
I know that.
performance. If anything, it brings down your stamina. So this girl ran a. That's all I'm gonna say. She ran under weed, under marijuana. Like that's
right.
impressive.
Yeah.
So like, if anything, I'd have been ready to pass out after the first couple steps. So that's impressive. I don't think marijuana is the big factor in this whole thing. I think censorship is the big factor. Like what should be allowed to say and what shouldn't be allowed to say.
Hmm.
I can
But
I can kind of see that because with like you said, with the reporter asking her about her
Yeah,
mom's
like,
death, like
and then
that's something that
it just ties into what DJ Mo said. Like she found out from a reporter. Like that's like exactly. That's like TMZ coming up to you like, hey, like you found out from a reporter. It's circumstantial. Like
yeah.
how am I like? I just ran this. I just ran. Now I'm figuring like now my mom's dead. Like what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to react as a human being? How would you react? It's people that go to the club. It's people who you feel me take 1,000 shots. It's people who smoke their life away. Everybody deals with stuff differently, and like during that time, it just wasn't a good time to tell her some information like that. That's not some it's not good
absolutely.
news. After
Yeah.
after you, especially after you just accomplished something big, that's not good news to take in. Like that's just gonna ruin your whole moment.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And to think you just gonna take in that news and just go do something normal,
Yeah,
like, oh, okay,
brush it
well,
off your
I'm,
shoulder. Like it's not.
right.
It's
I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go buy me a half a gallon of 1800 and go to a brothel.
nah.
I
I'm
mean, but
getting.
it's different strokes for different folks too. I
That's
mean,
what
with
I'm
me being
saying.
somebody who's had at a young age had a parent to pass or whatever, like that, your way of coping, is your way of coping. But I don't think that it's a racist situation at all. And I really want y'all listen, black people. I love y'all. I do. And I'm the first to say I'm pro black, but I'm not like power to the people, Black Panther. Like I'm not her. I'm not this super quote unquote woke person. I'm not her. But I want people to just stop making everything a racist situation because not everything is. Don't get it twisted. A lot of stuff is, but not everything. This is not a race card situation. It's the fact of the matter remains that the whole situation unfolded prior to it being announced that she had a 30-day suspension. When she first, when they was first saying that she possibly wouldn't be involved in the Olympics, everybody went ballistic, which understandably so. Like, she's a young athlete, she's out here doing her thing. She didn't Wilma Rudolph that damn race, and let's cheer for her. Absolutely cheer for her. But at the same time, she did something that she was not supposed to do, guys. And that's just what it is. Whether, despite how you feel about weed, and should it be legal, shouldn't it be legal, is it from the earth or not, the fact remains that the rules are the rules. And some people have been comparing it to Michael Phelps. And the difference there is Phelps didn't test positive. Phelps was caught on video smoking from a bong, and it was after he had his Olympic race. So that's the big difference there. And Michael Phelps has also spoke out in support of her. But the rules are still the rules. Like, we can't just because she's a little young black girl don't mean that we have to act like the rules ain't there, because everybody who's screaming and yelling, if she was a young white girl, we wouldn't have nothing to say.
True that. Okay.
Well, there was a young white girl who also tested positive, not for marijuana, but for steroids, and she said it because she ate a burrito.
Yeah, and we know that helped a lie. Yes, she did. She tried it.
Where'd she get the burritos from?
Ridiculous.
Now,
so she having Taco Bell.
Poppy seeds can cause you to test positive for different stuff.
That's opioid, but it takes a lot of poppy seeds. Exactly.
But a burrito, my girl, for a steroid, try again. Go home. Just go home.
Well, we wish her the best. After this 30 days, I feel like there's a part of it too that she probably thought she was invincible, too, because she's very talented and very, I'm not gonna say arrogant. She's just very talented, and I feel like she's very confident in herself, and I feel like nothing like this has ever happened to her, and maybe she's been smoking weed and just didn't get caught before, so maybe that's why she's been.
I'm sure she had been smoking weed. That wasn't her first toke.
No, it wasn't her first time, but I mean, getting caught, like taking a test and it coming back with THC. This is the first time. So anyway, we wish her the best, regardless if she just does or does not go to the Olympics this year, or she goes in another 4 years, or she decides to do whatever she wants to. This was a learning lesson for her, and most of us, unfortunately, we have to go through it to get to it. We got to learn. We got to hit our head and learn some lessons in life. And, hopefully she learned this lesson, and I hope she also gets time to heal, because she did lose her mother, and we all deal with death in different ways. Some of us get high. Some of us, go into depression. Some of us overwork. We all have ways of how we deal with grief. So whatever she decides to do, I hope she has more people around her too that will keep her grounded, because I don't care what you say. If you're smoking weed, you have people around you that someone had to smell it, see it at some point in time. And I don't know what kind of people she has around her as a support system. I'm not talking about her family. I'm talking about like coaches and things like that. You know what I mean? So we wish her well. That's all I got for you guys today. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Yo Chat, your mama's chat. Email me. Holler at your girl. I want to feel my people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do a meet and greet soon, because you are me and I am you. Stay shady.
Wow. Okay. And she's smiling. Oh my gosh. You put that drink. What is that in that glass?
Tea.
That's tea. Okay. I ain't never seen no multicolored teas, but okay.
It's tea. It's adult tea.
Oh, okay.
All
That's
right,
good.
y'all. That was fun. I'm still stuck on the you is me and I'm is you, or I'm is you and you. Yeah, we about to get into NSG Vaughn. We about to meet this Vaughn that KME's been talking about. We gonna meet him right now. And this is them treason. Tre-
Hey, this is one of my
tre-
favorite songs. No lie.
okay, so we about to get into that
Y'all
joint.
about to meet the conscious side of me.
Okay, all right. Y'all stay right there, and when we come back, we go. Oh Lord, after we gonna be dealing with DJ Mo hype, y'all. Stay tuned and
Sunday school.
prepare yourself for Sunday school. We'll be right back.
Feel me? An elevation is key, so please don't get involved. Shit went left, he took a shot to the knee. I ain't who really fall. I never once could take a turn on me, cause they don't know it all. I'm really trying while they rolling it deep. Feel like we lost it all. I'm really trying while they robbing and scheming. I'm bobbing, I'm weaving, I'm crying, I'm seeking, trying to find me a reason. But I can't understand the way they feel, cause they break ties, still they calling me treason. Who really got Big K? I gave my last break, can't fuck with us or roll with us, yeah, that's that bird call. He start to tweak and make these bitches do a double dutch, and when she clutch, he just might murder y'all. But I can't bear to put it all on feet. That is the cocktail queen. But I can't bear to put it all on feet.
Oh,
All right, we gonna pause this for a second.
oh, hey.
We gonna pause this joint and we're gonna bring it back.
First of all, where is hype at?
I don't know, but he didn't know that we came back because your mic wasn't muted and it was super duper loud and we couldn't hear the video. So, and now we gotta wait for him to come back, so that we can bring that video back. So while we waiting on him to come back, we gonna let Big KME tell us a little bit more about himself as an overall artist, because you said, so now y'all get to meet the conscious me. So what all does KME consist of?
Okay, it's a lot. So I got my sides where I'm just straight wild. Like, as I'm not wild as far as like I don't care, but I don't care. Like, I'll speak on whatever. So it's that part of me like that. I'm not necessarily gonna say the hood, but the hood want to see. So like, I'm from poverty, just like you feel me, just like my dad. I grew up on Kenwood, so it's like that. I got that part of me that everybody wants to see, which is, kind of more the roughness, the realness. I got a side of me like I said, I just write and sit back and observe. That's my conscious side, and then I like to get into rock star stuff. Like I got different. I just dropped this a video today. It's called "In My Bag." That's more of like the rock star stuff I was talking about. And then I got my side is just more, melodic. Then I'm a lover too. I'm a romantic. So I like to get in that bag a lot too.
Okay, so you rather multifaceted.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna get into this joint again because I want everybody to be able to hear this thing
Yeah, Vaughn
completely.
slid this. No cap. Vaughn slid this. Shout out Vaughn. This is one of my favorite songs. This is
Yeah.
this is
So
top. This is top 5 for me.
we're gonna get back into this joint. And I do apologize too.
You
Uh,
fine.
so this
I
is
was going
Trees.
to say, I'm like, was that a commercial? I didn't go, but like for 5 seconds.
No, just
Not at
just
all.
improvise. We had to adapt to the situation, like I said earlier.
We had to adapt to the
We had to
situation.
adapt to the situation.
Okay.
So stay right there.
An elevation is key,
so please don't get involved. Shit went left, he took a shot to the knee. Now ain't who really fall. I never once could take a turn on me, cause they don't know it all. I'm really trying while they roll in the deep. Feel like we lost it all. I'm really trying while they robbing and scheming. I'm bobbing, I'm weaving, I'm crying, I'm seeking, trying to find me a reason. But I can't understand the way they feel, cause they break ties instead of calling it treason. Who really got their bag? I gave my last, but they can't fuck with us or roll with us. Yeah, that's that bird call. He start to tweak and make these bitches do a double dutch. And with he clutch, he just might murder y'all. But I can't brag, they put it all on V. Yeah. But I can't brag, they put it all on V. Yeah. And they can't stand to see this pain on me.
Traumatizing, my city full of violence, trying to find my way around it. Fake friends, they hella grimy, left my soul in the fountain. They fuck around and drown it, gave my all to you, but you can't seem to see I'm trying. This life is hella dangerous, fighting demons on the daily. Bitches steady be playing, clutching guns, it's all for safe. Unspoken thoughts is what I'm saying. Mentally, yeah, I'm draining. Fuck all the ones who traded, fuck all the ones who traded. God save me, depression would make me. This weed had me faded, antisocial that's daily. Overthinking that's major, he constantly playing. A scene that is dangerous, be so broken, unstable. We supposed to be silent when brothers is dying. They gon' fill your heart with hate, that's why we all so divided. They gon' love you till you sinking, that dick riding shit is weak. I see through all your lies, your sister won't work on me. You told me shit would change and it's fucking with my brain. We ain't spoken some months, man, some shit don't feel the same. Yeah, some shit don't feel the same. We ain't spoken some months, man, some shit don't feel the same. Ties broken, pain floating. You asked me to change, but I don't think that is worth it. Your love like a game, I'm steady breaking controllers. Deceitful the brains, that's why emotions keep flowing. That's why emotions keep flowing. That's why emotions keep flowing. That's why emotions keep flowing.
I like that joint.
I see why that's your fave. That joint goes hard.
Yeah, that goes hard. Man, I like that. Like that a whole lot. Shout out to Big KME doing the thing.
Can't forget about Vaughn. Shout out to Vaughn as well.
I'm gonna say it every time. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. It just all came together so well. And one of my homies made the beat too, so it's J3 cooking. Like, so
that's what's up.
Yeah,
shout out to him.
Everything that we do is inner circle, from photography to mixing and mastering. I mix and master all our songs to getting the beats. Everything is inner circle. We do everything together. So we just keep grinding.
And that's definitely what's up. Having a good team is basically key.
No, not giving up on your team. On your team is key. You can have a good team, but
yeah,
you give up on your team.
Yeah, sometimes they might do some stuff.
Hold on now, because if your team, if anybody's giving up, then that means that it's not good.
True that.
Yeah, I can see that, but I mean, even if it's a lot of people that don't understand though that you got to build your team as well. I built my team. I didn't go out and pull random people. I just seen the talents in my inner circle and just threw light into them. I see greatness in people. So that was all it is. That's all you got to do. Like, as long as you stick to the plan, everything will go great together. And the money gonna stay circulating inside. Like it all makes sense. I don't know why people try to venture off and go by themselves.
It all makes sense.
The only problem is when you got a Bobby Brown on your team who want to be the front in the front with all the attention.
We got rid of our Bobby Brown though. We good.
All the accolades, right? You got rid of Bobby Brown. Cool.
Our Bobby Brown gone. He snaked out. He gone.
Good.
He snaked out. He gone.
He snaked out. He gone. We don't even care about Bobby Brown no more.
That's right. Because crack is whack.
That's what he had to be on.
Dear Lord.
Wow.
DJ Mo Hype, what the hell is up with this graduation cap, sir? Take us to school.
This is DJ Mo Hype, and I am taking you to Sunday school.
Why are you talking like
First
that?
of all, why did they put Shady Teas out on the porch now? She outside on the porch now. I'm like,
Getting some vitamin D. They was like, "You ain't done yet." I was like, "No, I'm not. Don't rush me."
so you went outside
Mm-hmm.
for some vitamin D.
Yes.
I'll talk about that later.
Well, what are you taking us to school for today? Come on.
The shenanigans around here be so real.
Catch up,
get this lady some vitamin D.
What do you do when some of your teammates just ain't got no damn sense? What do you do then?
Put them on mute.
Girl, just take a nap.
Listen, this is DJ Mo Hype, and welcome to Sunday School. Today's edition of Sunday School will consist of a young man you all know well. You know what? I really need to. I need to keep track of the Sunday schools I do because sometimes you forget. But anyway, this is a great Sunday school. Huh?
Not loud.
Yeah, you need to go back in the house. So this one is today's Sunday school is going to be somebody that we all know and love, Mr. Kendrick Lamar, who is one of my favorite rappers in the mid school. You know, shout out to him, J. Cole, all those cats came out around the same time. And Kendrick Lamar has been dropping gems on us. He has been dropping knowledge on us. So the song that we're going to do today from him is called Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. And it goes a little something like this.
Planets away, I got my drink, I got my music, I will share it, but today I'm feeling bitch don't kill my vibe. Bitch don't kill my vibe. Bitch.
Now, that song, we love that song, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. But the basic underlying melody from that song actually comes from a group called the Boom Clap Bachelors. They are from Copenhagen, Denmark. And the song is actually in some language that I don't even know. But the track is dope as hell. I actually listen to this song now because the original track is so dope. And that's what I love about sampling is because you find shit that you would never even come across unless you heard it on sample. So this is the original song that created Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Yeah, so don't know what the hell they were saying.
Wow.
But that song was dope as hell. That song came out in 2008. It's called Titan Flyver. I'm sure that's some Denmark stuff for eat a dick or something. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
I don't think that's what that stands for. So
we don't know. But the song is dope.
I don't think it's that one.
Okay, I'm gonna do Googlepedia, Google Translate, and find out what Titan Flyver means and translate it from Denmark.
I bet you it don't mean eat a dick. I bet you.
But anyway, that is the dopeness that we come up with on Sunday School, man. Just trying to enlighten everybody.
That was very interesting. I did not know that. You took me to school once again, DJ Mo.
Listen, I just try to do what
you do your best. Man. You do your best.
I do. I give it to you. So that is Sunday School for this evening. I am DJ Mo Hype. Peace.
Yeah, I do apologize for the shenanigans that go on here.
Don't apologize for the shenanigans. The show is shenanigans. Okay. What would it be without shenanigans? It'd be real quiet, like we was interviewing each other. They're gonna be like, is this PBS? Why are they so quiet?
Not PBS.
I can't deal. Big KME, thank you for chilling with us on today. Go ahead and shout out your social media again for all of our
Again,
watchers, our viewers, our listeners.
y'all can follow me on Instagram once again at KME_TV. I also, again, I just dropped a music video from off my recent drop, which is called Fragments of My Mental. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, it's on there. If you listen to music on the
Nice.
rock, it's on the rock. Just stream
That's
it.
what's up.
Stream it.
Y'all go check him out everywhere.
I got a video that just hit I think it's at 1.6K right now. Statements. Make sure you guys check that out. And again, follow me on Instagram at KME_TV. That's where I'm most active.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Y'all check him out.
Hey, I was a vibe today.
Thank you. You have fun with us.
I gotta come back.
Man, we love
Definitely
you
gotta
back,
come
man.
back.
You gonna keep dropping that knowledge and dropping that wisdom on us.
Absolutely. You are welcome.
My old ass could use some wisdom.
We gotta have it.
Okay, me too. Ain't never too old to learn. Never.
Not at all. Or to be reminded. Cause listen, baby, this has been
Sometimes we just forget.
we forget. We did a good job of doing some great reminding of some things. So shout out to you. Definitely feel free to come back. We'd love to have you back.
With my homies next time.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, we'll make it a party. Absolutely.
Yes. So next week, guys, we have an artist out of Chicago. Mr. Mike Logic will be joining us. I look forward to sitting with him. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm your girl, Brittany B.
I'm the Shady Teas, and I just want to shout out to my melanin and my melanin scarf.
Okay. It's popping. Okay, I see you. Okay. For real? Did she just...
She's feeling herself. It's cool.
Yes. She is. She's feeling whatever they come to.
I'm DJ More Hype. And shout out to my extra melanin.
Oh, yeah.
Super melanated. Look at that boy. Hey.
Yes, chocolatey. Yes.
Yes,
chocolate.
Yeah. Well,
we chocolate deep today.
Shout out to my lack of melanin.
If y'all like dark chocolate, if y'all like dark chocolate,
you're almond. Come on, almond.
I'm taking Zaddy. I'm Zaddy application if anybody looking for a Zaddy.
Y'all be sure to follow us all over social media. All that good stuff. See y'all next week. Same time, same place, same channel. We out of here.
Find me on Tasty Blacks. Peace.
Bye. Look at that. Independent radio. Independent radio. Independent radio. Independent radio.
Wait a minute. You still